Is it? Right, we're live. AEW Revolution. We're just reviewing the card, what we liked, what we disliked. Benny and Skunk are with me. What do you think, boys? Should we start off on a kickoff show? Did you both watch it?
No.
Because
I watched it last night. I watched it the night it was on live, but then I didn't watch the show till the next day. But I watched that until the Revolution kickoff, and then I turned it off and thought I'd wait.
Were you not confused, Ben, that it just started and it was Ricochet and Jack Perry?
They've done it before where they've kind of leaned into that start, you know. So
it works though, and it gets eyes on the zero hour as well.
But you know what?
Better than WWE having none.
Are we talking about the result? Because I want to say, as soon as I saw, you know, it was on the main card, then it kind of changed my mind for my prediction.
Yeah, we're going to talk the result.
Okay, but yeah, like, so when I saw it was live, you know, at the start of the show, I was like, oh, Jack Perry's winning for that pop, you know.
Yeah, because it was in LA.
Yeah, that's his hometown, isn't it?
On the post show, he said he was just a bit gutted he never won it while his dad was around. I think his dad passed away when AEW first started.
Right.
I wasn't too keen on him winning it, you know. I thought it was a bit. I don't know. Has he deserved it since he's been back? And babyface.
Yeah, but since he's been back, but has he deserved it as a whole over the since the first All In or whatever up until now?
You know what? I felt a bit of a like when he went and hugged his family. I felt a bit of a like this is like a new start from all that happened with Punk and all that, and it was like his family were looking at him, and I feel like there was almost that. Do you know what? Like, all that's behind us now. We're moving on.
Yeah. But I the first thing that came to my mind was like, oh, he's had the TNT title, and I thought that was a bit of an average run. So I thought, well, what's going to be different about this run now to what he had with the TNT title?
It is going to be different just because of what the title means. It means he's going to travel the world defending it on different promotions, doesn't it? Instead of just fighting in AEW, because that's what the national title is, isn't it?
I hate it though.
I don't mind it, but I do think that one of these mid-card titles should be seen as at least upper mid-card or another world title, especially now that Hangman, with that stipulation, Hangman can't fight for that world title again.
Spoiler alert.
And then you've got that Continental title, and you look who's held it. Like, to win it, you have to do a round-robin tournament against like 14 other guys or whatever. And then you look at the match quality and the people who've held it, like Okada and Moxley and stuff. That could easily be a world title. They haven't even said it's a mid. I know everyone says it's a mid-card title, but is it really? And I think if like they give it to Ospreay or Omega soon, I think that could implement it as like because in WWE you've got the world title and the WWE title, they're both two world titles. Why can't they do that in AEW?
Yeah, but
very clear. It's very clear in WWE, isn't it? What the wrestlers are and where they are on the card. But I think it's a little bit different in AEW, isn't it? It's a little bit different.
Yeah, and then even if that was the case, you'd still have three mid cards because you've got the national, the international, and the TNT.
Mm.
So why not? Why would you have four mid card titles? Just doesn't make.
Who's the TNT champion now, lads?
Kyle Fletcher.
Is it Fletcher?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it's Kyle Fletcher.
He was in the trios match. He didn't defend the title, did he?
Because he beat Ciampa, didn't he?
Yeah, because Ciampa beat Briscoe, and then Fletcher beat Ciampa.
Yeah.
TNT title's in the Intercontinental title to me. It's the one with the most prestige, apart from the AEW one, in my
it's
opinion.
The longest. For me, I see it like that just because it's been there the longest. A bit like the Intercontinental title was there for years before the US title was.
Got a lot of history, that TNT title. A lot of history.
Cody.
Yeah.
Stands out to me.
COVID.
What was everyone's match of the night then?
Go on, Ben.
I think it's either Bandido against Andrade for wrestling match of the night. Because that was a wrestling match. I wouldn't say the main event. I enjoyed the main event, but it wasn't a wrestling match. Do you know what I mean? It was more of an event.
Yeah.
And I did enjoy Mox against Takeshita, but I would slightly pick Bandido against Andrade over it.
The same
For me,
Andrade v Bandido is my match of the night. That's what I
yeah, good
enjoyed the
match.
most. I did actually like the trios match as well, which I know many people mention. Mystico and Jet Speed versus the Callis family. I thought that was quite good.
I fast forwarded it. Not
I
gonna
watched
lie.
it.
I think it was only good because it was quite nice to see Mystico got signed All Elite after it as well. If you missed it, so
Yeah, I missed that. I fast forwarded it.
They won the match and they were singing his theme, and then it popped up on the big screen at the top saying Mystico is All Elite, and he just started crying in the middle of the ring in that proper buzzing to be on the roster and stuff. So it was good.
Okay. So he's probably not signed to that CMLL now.
Well, yeah, I guess he's going full time AEW.
Because was he the one where MJF was fighting, and they really love his theme tune in Mexico? Is
That's
that
it.
Go? Yes.
Yeah, I was
he's good.
disappointed. I chat GPT the lyrics to the song, and they're a bit weird.
Right,
My
let's
match
get
of the
on
night was my match of the night. Even though this is how good the match was, I hated the end, but I had to give it match of the night, and that was because
Yeah,
I'm a guy that likes to stip.
Yeah, no, it was
So
good. I
it
just
was
don't think
number.
it was the best one.
It wasn't as good as Hangman vs Swerve. It wasn't quite there.
Oh no, I think the best one was Hanger Mox. Hanger versus Mox. I think it was was it All In?
I
Ben, you'll know.
can't get past Swerve against Hangman. I think that's one of the greatest matches of all time. AEW.
That was in a cage though, and I don't think that counts as a Texas death, was it? I think
Was
that
it
was
a
like
cage when he hung him? I don't think it was.
I think it was, wasn't it? I remember the one with the needle was in a cage.
I hate the needle so much. I just
The one
hate
where he
that
hung him
gimmick.
at the end, lads. Let me have a look.
Yeah, I hate that gimmick. I hate that needle shit. They need to cut that out. It's just not, it's not wrestling. It's violent. It's uncalled for. It's just shit. That needle thing is just whoever come up with that idea needs to be like, it must be Hangman, because as I said, he done it with Swerve. He done it with MJF. No way is MJF thinking of that. Like,
Yeah,
I hate
it
it.
cringes you out a bit, doesn't it?
They need. I love the match, but I just hate that needle. I just fucking hate it. They need to get rid of it.
Full Gear, I'm thinking of, Al. Texas
Right.
Death.
Texas Death. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my favourite matches of all time. I'm
It
going to
was
disagree
good.
with you there, Benny. I absolutely love the needle. I love the light tubes. I love it all. I just love a step.
But the light tubes are classic though. They've been around for like 20, 30 years.
What I was thinking, do you know what they should do here? Instead of sticking that needle through the side of the cheek like that, I think just get the needle and just stab it in someone so it's hanging out. I was thinking that would be a great spot. You know what I mean?
They did that with the cocktail sticks, didn't they, Skunk?
They did, but I just think there was a trick there that they're missing. I mean, maybe if Hangman stabbed it in MJF's ass, can you imagine him jumping around like it would be hilarious? They've got to. I think that'll be the next one. I love the needle spot already.
It's the worst thing in professional wrestling. Like,
no, Benny, no.
That will make all the WE fans go, "Oh, this ain't wrestling." I mean, I haven't been on X, but I can just imagine after like that Texas Death Match, the WE fans been like, "This ain't wrestling. This is just like some indie level bullshit."
They were.
I mean,
that is exactly what happened on Twitter.
Yeah, is that what they were saying? Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I prefer to watch that than a boring bloody WWE match any day.
I know, yeah.
What
do you think of Ronda Rousey, boys?
Don't really
I love her.
care. Like, hopefully she'll be good, but yeah.
Here's the thing, right? I heard she's got a fight coming up, like an MMA fight. I'm not sure if it's UFC or anything. So they're saying that she won't be in action until that fight's finished.
Yeah, May the 16th.
People are saying she's just going to help Marina Shafir out doing promos, but Ronda Rousey is one of the worst promos around. So I'm not really sure if she's any good until she has that fight.
I love her, mate. I think she's class.
I don't mind her, but she's not a good promo. And when that's all they've got her for, I just can't really see her being on telly that much until that fight's over.
I was surprised, lads, at the crowd reaction. It was not great for Ronda Rousey. It was quiet and it was...
Yeah, but bunch of sickos though, innit, Skunk? They prefer some Japanese.
Yeah, but she's legit, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we've seen it before. Like most of these people who watch AEW, well, not most of them, but like, what years was she in WE? Like 2018.
She left in 2022, I think, 2023.
But she was in it early, wasn't she? Like 2020 or something like that.
Probably even before that.
You know
Depends
what?
if you count the match. Depends if you count the match against Stephanie McMahon and Vince when she was with The Rock.
Should we go through the first?
Triple H.
Should we go to the first match, boys, of the card?
The FTR versus Bucks.
Great match.
It was all right.
Loved it.
Again, I sort of missed it because I was looking for a stream, and then but I was surprised how much blood there was for like the opener, and it just being a regular tag match. Turned it on and there was blood all over the mat. I was like, "Holy shit!" Starting hot, sort of thing.
It was
and I went back and watched it earlier.
It was 1,000 miles an hour from the very first, and I don't mind that. Doesn't bother me. Some people like you see Jim Cornette talking about match pacing and stuff and slow builds. When you look at the FTR and the Bucks, you don't need that. I was happy with it.
It
was
just
balls to the wall,
and just million
exactly. Miles an hour, balls to the wall. Let's go. Bucks doing what they do. FTR, great. It was brilliant. One of the lads in our chat before, lads saying, "Oh, I don't know, it's too many times," but I can't get enough of them.
Yeah, I think it was Verse on it, but
yeah,
no, I thought he did have a point. Just seeing it so many times, it's like becoming a joke, really. But obviously, the match was still good.
But it's going to be great, don't you? So I'm like, when I first saw it on the card, I was like, oh, and then I was like, no, because it's just going to be brilliant. So it doesn't really bother me.
It also had the Edge and Christian return at the end.
Yeah,
bumped it up half a star.
Do you reckon that's going to be a three-way? Because they were holding the title. They were looking at like Young Bucks, and then Luke said, "Who?" Because my mate was round and I had it on, like, and I was watching. He was like, "Who's the champions?" And I was like, "FTR." It's like, why have they got the belts and staring at the Young Bucks when they got the titles? Then it's like, because FTR he just left the ring and left the belts. They should have surely. If you value those belts, you're good, like, and you're getting out the ring, you're grabbing the belts as well, aren't you?
Yeah, TLC freeway.
Middle of the ring.
Could be at Dynasty.
Yeah, and then what?
People are saying All In, but there's like there'll be at least 3 pay-per-views between now and All In.
Yeah, because you could do the triple threat, then you could do the singles, couldn't you? FTR against Edge and Christian, and then you could do like FTR Edge and Christian against the Young Bucks.
Yeah.
So you could split that into like a 3 pay-per-view cycle, couldn't you, really?
I'm not being harsh, but get rid of that. The one in the Dogs who no one knows, and have Gabe Kidd and David Finlay as a tag team as well.
Clark Connors,
yeah. Get rid of him.
John Morrison.
Stick him on Evolve and have him fight for the Speed title.
He's got. I was thinking when I was watching him about that. I was thinking, that David Finlay's got a little bit about him. I'm not seeing much of him. And Gabe Kidd, he looks a bit different than that. I don't particularly like Gabe Kidd, but the other lad, he's not got much about him. The other lad, has he?
I absolutely love Gabe Kidd. Skunk. He's probably apart from Omega and Ospreay, he's probably my favourite at the moment on AEW.
What's our next match on the card? Because we can talk about that when we get to that match.
What's next?
We may as well just finish talking about this, though, innit? I've only got one thing to say anyway. You do know David Finlay is Fit Finlay's son?
Yeah.
So, what else is to say about it?
Was the second match Tony Storm against Marina? It was, wasn't it?
Was it? I think it might have been. It
was all right for a women's match.
Fast forwarded it.
I watched it. I thought it was all right.
I thought Tony would win. I was a bit surprised on the predictions. A lot of people said Marina Shafir was going to go over. But Tony's basically their race of the women's division. Her and Mercedes. I couldn't see her losing to Marina Shafir.
Yeah, I was surprised Sasha Banks didn't come back, to be honest. I thought, Mercedes Moné, I thought she's going to, come back soon. I expected her to come back on this pay-per-view, really.
Yeah, that's going to be great. I'll pop hard when she comes back. She might go on the women's side.
She could have been fighting with Tony Storm against Ronda Rousey and the other one. Because who's...
Yeah,
but to be fair, Tony Storm's got that Marina, isn't she? So they'll probably do a tag match. Marina and Tony Storm.
You mean Mina, don't you? Mina Shirakawa.
Oh yeah, Mina. Sorry, yeah, that's the one. Do I need to accept it?
What was after that? Was it Mox Takeshita?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
If it wasn't for Andrade versus Bandido, that would have been my match of the night. Mox Takeshita.
Yeah, it was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant, wasn't it? Mox is just another level now. Since he's sorted his physique out and he's taking things more seriously, he's starting to sell a bit. He's starting to actually allow himself to lose a little sometimes, and I think he's just turned a leaf really for the better. And I think he's brilliant now. I think he's great.
Yeah.
I think they paced the match well. As like, I don't know if Jim Cornette would like it, but do you know what I mean? Like the first 10, 15 minutes seemed like quite slowish, and then all of a sudden the last 10 minutes just went 100 miles per hour. Did you think that?
Yeah, I thought that. But
I think Takeshita is one of the best wrestlers on the planet, if not the best. He's just unbelievable.
Yeah,
he's unbelievable. He's the greatest wrestler I've ever seen that's come out of Japan. Me, ever.
Yeah, I don't know how they train these Japanese guys, but some of them are just unreal, aren't they?
Takeshita's are just another level.
You've got to remember as well, like best two wrestlers I think in the world, Ospreay and Omega, they were trained in Japan, or at least fought in Japan. It's just mental. I don't know what they do in Japan to make these sort of wrestlers, but
the New Japan Cup's going on, Alex. Have you seen any of that yet? I haven't watched any of it, to be honest.
The last one I watched was New Beginning. The one I watched the one in America, and then I watched the one in Tokyo. I think it was a Tokyo Dome, but I ain't seen anything since.
Because they're doing their New Japan Cup at the moment. I'm pretty sure that started a couple of weeks ago, but that's normally quite good. But
is ZSJ in it?
Yeah, he would be. Yeah, he probably is. To be fair,
I might get it on the iPad and track down the Zack Sabre Jr. matches. Watch them.
Yeah, because you can just click on any match you want to watch. You know, you don't have to watch the whole show.
Yeah, it's good. I think it's only it's what is it, £7 a month for it as well. New Japan World.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
It's quite cheap. You can have my account if you want, Ben. If you want to watch it.
I think I already got it.
I can't remember much about them for some reason. I don't know why I can't remember much about the match, even though I remember it was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, nothing stands out to me, but I just remember watching.
It's just a brilliant wrestling match, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I thought it was going to be hard to top that.
Oh, it was brilliant.
Yeah, I think I went to sleep after this match, but I was like, it's going to be bloody hard for them to top it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the next match on the card?
Was it the Babes of Wrath versus Megan Bayne and it's a new girl, Lena Cross?
Yeah, skip that one. Skipped it.
What do you think, Ben? It was actually all right, wasn't it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was quite. Actually, no, I did fast forward. I watched like the last 2 minutes. That's what. Because like I was watching it today, and I was like, I can't really be asked to sit there for 4 hours. So like, I've got to fast forward at least 2 or 3 matches. But I fast forward to 2 minutes before the end, just to see the finish and that. And I thought, I thought they would get the victory. I think Megan Bayne deserves the title. She just looks banging every time she comes out. So
Lena Cross did pretty well. But I always think she's sky blue. Like when I first look at her, it takes me a second to anyway. Oh, Tekla versus Statlander was good.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
I like Tekla now.
I
actually do like Tekla now. She put in a really good performance.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like she was playing fun, wasn't she? She kept doing these dance moves, and she was really playing to the cameras. And I'd never noticed this before because I was a bit like, why is she champion? But then after seeing her like that, I think she come across as a star.
I did the exact same, Ben, because I think Georgie said she was good, but when she won the title, I was like, Tekla. I was like, I don't know much about her, and then I was watching it, whatever she has a match on Collision or something, and I watch it, and I'm like, I'm not sold on it yet. And then when I stuck on Revolution, I was like, I'm gonna proper watch Tekla and see what this is all about, because she's beating some of the best wrestlers on the women's roster. She'd come in and then won the title pretty much immediately. So I thought Tony must see something in her, and then I watched it and I thought I sort of get it now. I do sort of get it.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yep. What's
Then
next?
what was it?
Was it trios?
The trios. Mystico and Jet Speed versus Don Callis family. Again, that was class.
Do you know what? I felt a bit uneasy with Kyle Fletcher stood on them ropes, lads. He's meant to be getting a push. That's where Tony Khan shows a little bit of his
Yeah,
bit
he protects
naive,
him.
and it wasn't a good look for Kyle Fletcher, in my opinion, lads, being in that match. It just wasn't. I know it was a good match. I just felt that if you're concentrating on people and you're trying to push people, that it just wasn't a good look for him there.
Yeah, well, what I was going to say is I had a feeling Jet Speed and Mystical would win because Okada and Fletcher were in the trio. I can't see them being held up in the trios division.
Yeah,
So
true.
I thought going after this match, they'll probably go back to singles and they'll be fighting some of the good talent.
Yeah.
What do you think, Ben?
No, I agree. Okada, like, you need him in the singles division, really, even though he's not been as good as I thought he's going to be, like when he's come over.
Yeah.
He's had a few good matches, but
he was brilliant in that first year he was in the C2. Was it last year or the year before? That's what made me go, Okada's one of the best on the planet.
The what year before last? Because Moxie won it this year, didn't he? Or last year? Moxie won it last year. And Okada
that first C2 it was.
Can you hear my Mrs. Hairdryer going off, lads?
No, I can't hear it.
Sound.
Can't hear it.
We had. Do you know what match I was a little bit? I don't know. I don't think they had very good chemistry. Was Swerve and Brody King?
Yeah,
it's a good match, but it wasn't paced very well. It was a bit all over the place.
I think if that was on a WWE card, though, it'd be match of the night. But it's just the fact some of the matches were just unreal, weren't they? I think that's the main thing about it.
It was a good. It was a great pay-per-view.
Because the cards are so long, these matches, like, that was quite early, wasn't it? I think, like, some of the matches get forgotten about, because you think you just remember the really good ones, and then the good matches you still what are good, but you're just like, I can't really remember them because I remember the really good ones. But as you said, Alex, like, that was on the WE pay-per-view, that was match of the night. Do you know 100%. What I mean?
Yeah.
But if you had Bandido, Andrade, Mox, Takeshita in the main event, that gets pushed down to probably
even that trios match with Mystico and Jet Speed, probably better than Swerve and Brody. But I actually expected Brody King to go over.
Nah, because, like, at the end of the day, they're fighting, like, for the baddest in AEW, and they want Swerve to be, one of the main eventers. And as Georgie said in the preview, Brody King's good, but he's not on the level of a main eventer, is he?
No, he's not. Not for me.
Yeah, no, I just thought Tony was going to pull the upset and just push Brody even more. But yeah, I was wrong. Was that the match Ospreay returned?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Swerve was going to attack. No, it wasn't. Because that was Kenny Omega came back after that one.
Oh, he did, yeah. He made an appearance, didn't he, Kenny?
Ospreay came after the Moxley match.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. He did. He's after Mox because Mox is the reason he's out, isn't he?
Yeah. I missed the package because I was switching to my bedroom TV and I just in the chat going, no way. And I was like, oh, what's happened?
How many video packages was there? I loved it. I love a video package, and AEW
so do I, Ben.
Have them.
Yeah, they looked old school as well. It was almost like how they used to do it in WWE when it was good.
Yeah, or even WE don't do them anymore. Like I said, I love a good one. You might get a video package for the main event these days, but now you don't hardly get any. But AEW on the pay-per-view last night, they practically had a video package for every match.
Yeah, but
I want to say one thing, lads. But when the video package gives away who's returning during the video package, I think it's a little bit of a. I'm being picky here. I would have preferred a video package where you didn't really know who was coming out, and then the music hit. Bum. I think you need that for the pop because it almost took away from the pop a little bit seeing him in the video package. Does that make sense?
They did that with Edge a couple of years ago, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
They did the video package, and everyone assumed it was Edge, but they never actually said it until he came out and his music.
I'll give you an example, lads. Do you remember when The Rock returned to be the host?
Yeah, I watched
27.
Yeah, the loudest pop in the history of pro wrestling, in my opinion, right? That was done perfectly. It was just electricity, you know what I mean? It was bits and bobs. It wasn't really a video package, but the way they did that was really good. I think Will Ospreay's got such a unique start to his theme of a da-ba-dum-bum, ba-ba-dum-bum. I think that needed to be the pop, and I think it would have been louder. But that's just me nitpicking.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
Yeah.
No, I agree. The only thing I can think of, maybe he thought that because they saw the video package, maybe they thought, like, he's not going to come out now. And then he did come out, and then they thought, they still might get a little pop.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I could look at it that way as well. Yeah. Yeah, but
Moxley
we're nitpicking. It was good. It was good. It was good.
Moxley
And
was like, oh, well, like, do you know what I mean? Just laughing, like, oh, well. And then all of a sudden his music hit. It was like, oh, shit.
I did see that, Ben. I did notice that. Yeah, that made it a little bit better. Yeah, I noticed
what
that.
What else was there? Was it just the main event?
Yeah, I think so.
We haven't talked about your favourite match yet, Al.
Andrade versus Bandito. I knew it was going to be good. I don't know. I just didn't expect it to be match of the night, but just everything. It had really good wrestling, like high spots, technical wrestling. Even had a few like gimmicky jokes in there with Andrade going up to the girls getting selfies and all that.
It was unbelievable.
I just thought it flowed really well, and they just bounced off each other proper well as well.
I think Bandito is the greatest lucha currently. I think he's the best in ring lucha at the moment. And then when I saw he was coming up against Andrade, I was looking forward to that one the most. It wasn't my favourite now that the MJF one happened, but that's the one I was looking forward to the most, and it was by far the second best behind the MJF one. But it's just because I like a stipulation. If the MJF one wasn't as bloody and gory as it was, then the Bandito one would have took it for me.
Bandito won the PWI thing. I think it was Dave Meltzer. Was it the Wrestling Observer newsletter, or it was one of the rankings, like top 100 wrestlers? And I think Bandito won it. Bandito was first. It was like Bandito, Osprey, Okada or something.
Can't argue with that.
And that was when he was mostly wrestling in CMLL, I think, as well.
When I was watching the pay-per-view, like I was like, Bandito. And until I saw them standing in the ring opposite each other, I was like, these two are going to have a great match. But before, like, I'm a bit about the story, and I was like, there isn't much story. But then I just looked at them and thought, well, this match is going to be banging. They don't need a story, really. This is going to be class. And it was. And it's like we're getting the NXT version of Andrade now. Like, the first time we got like, if he fucked off and never returned to AEW fans would have been like, oh, he was a bit meh. But now they're seeing the best of Andrade, and he's class.
Wrestling match of the year, lads? So far,
what other competition is there really?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good point. I was just thinking if there's anything on that New Beginning show that might beat it or something, or like there might have been like a really good match on like Dynamite or Collision that I'm not thinking of or something.
The Swerve against Hangman was good. No, not Swerve Hangman. Swerve against Omega. That was good.
Yeah, it was good.
I don't think it was Bandito against Andrade, but then I remember more because recency bias, you know.
Yeah, I'd probably say match of the year for me so far, Andrade versus Bandito. Yeah.
I just want to make a point here about Hangman Adam Page. You know what? The guy and MJF, both of them, to have the bollocks to do what they did, to take those bumps and all that. You know, you look at MJF and you might think he's, you know, he comes across like in the back he could be a bit of a fuck. I'm not doing that. I'll do what I want to do.
Yeah,
I think he's liked, and I think he loves wrestling, and I think he wants to do that stuff. Or he wouldn't do it. So he comes across, doesn't he, like a guy that you think was all a bit like The Rock, you know, a bit up his own arse. I don't think he is in real life. I think he is there. You know, he's there for it. He loves it. He loves performing. And for them to take them bumps. And Hangman Adam Page, he struggles with a belt, in my opinion. He struggles with a belt. But the guy is such a good wrestler, man. He's so good. He is.
And the chase as well, Skunk. Like, it's not even just him with the belt, but your baby face is, you like a good chase for like a world title, don't you? And it's just not going to happen anymore.
Yeah, I think Hangman is fantastic. I don't know why he struggles with a belt. I mean, did he struggle with the last belt Rennie had? The first one he did?
He just didn't have it. He just didn't. Oh, the first one.
The first one he struggled a bit.
The one he lost to Punk.
The problem with Hangman Page is his promo work is very, very samey. He just screams down the microphone. That's the only issue. I'm not having a pop at him. I love him. I love watching him wrestle. I love him. He's got a great look. He's got a great gimmick. He just hasn't quite got that promo work that really grabs you to sell a match. Does that make sense?
Yeah, to be fair, I've never really been a Hangman guy. Like, I wouldn't go to a show knowing, like, oh, Hangman's main eventing.
Oh, I am.
He's always a bit like the bridesmaid for me. He's always the person who my favourites fight in, like Osprey or Omega or something. He's like the bridesmaid.
The dance partner. What about you, Benny?
It's not because of his skill. It's just I'm just not really a Hangman guy.
Yeah, I'm a Hangman guy. I am. What about you, Benny?
No, I'm the same as you. Like, he's great in the ring. Like, you can put him in any match, like against any opponent, big, small, and he's gonna, produce a great match. But as you said, like, I think he's getting there, but I think, he's lacking the aura a bit. But then, like you said, AEW is only 6 years old. Like, he's still like kind of a bit new. So like these new people who you haven't really heard of before. But MJF is the only one who's grabbed you by the bollocks and like, right, I'm a star. I'm leading this company. Do you know what I mean? But like apart from him, like even like Darby Allin and stuff, they're good, but they're not quite on that level of like an MJF or a Kenny Omega. Do you know what I mean?
I think Swerve's done it, boys. I think Swerve's got it there. I do.
That's another match we missed, wasn't it?
Swerve Brody King.
No, Darby, Orange Cassidy, and Roderick Strong versus the Dogs.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
So stiff. Just watch it. It's like, oof, he hurts people. And like his
it was a stiff pay-per-view, wasn't it? It was a stiff pay-per-view.
Yeah.
The matches were hard-hitting matches, lad.
Did Darby do any big bumps?
Yeah, loads.
Yeah, he what did he? I think he did a coffin drop.
He did loads of mad shit. Yeah, he jumped off the side of the bloody... I don't know what he did. He did all sorts.
Yeah. They jumped off the stage. Was it him and Gabe Kidd? They jumped off the top of the ramp into like this electrical box, and there was sparks everywhere.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Smoke and all sorts.
You know what? Production team did well there, didn't they, with that, Al? It looked good.
Yeah, did look good. Did you see it was in his hand? They had like the detonator in his hand. Did you see it, Skunk?
Did he? Yeah.
Yeah. I thought because I wonder how they're setting them off. And if you look in Darby's hand,
he's pressing the buttons.
Yeah, he's got a remote in his hand. He's pressing his buttons. Yeah.
We'll let him off, mate, because it was a class spot. It was class.
It was.
We'll let them off.
Did you not watch it, Ben?
No, I fast forwarded it.
Yeah, go back and watch it. Go back and watch it. It was good. Forgot about that.
Those 3-man tags, because I've watched New Japan and they just do those Road 2 shows where those 3-man tags don't matter. And then I was in the era of when I used to watch Raw, the main event was always 3 goodies against 3 baddies. And I used to hate
it was more than that.
And they never used to mean anything. And I was just like, they're just throwing away matches. I don't really care. Like, no one's going to, like, none of these guys are champions or are going to get a title shot after pinning the champion. Do you know what I mean? It's like, why do
Was it a tornado? Was it a tornado? I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was a tornado as well. Yeah,
I love a tornado much better than standing by the ropes waiting to tag in me. I mean, I think normal tag team matches, mate. When it's so formula. It's like, he gets beaten up, and then he manages. Hot shit as well. Hot tag, in he comes, big push, Randy Orton. Do you know what I mean? Doing his slam and his. I don't like tag team matches like that. If it's a tag team match and it's a tornado, I'm watching. If it's not a tornado, I'm skipping. That's the way I am.
Yeah, unless it's like the Bucks, like as you said before, like the Bucks and FTR can do it, can't they? But
you never skip in the Bucks. You never skip in the Bucks match. Well, I'm not anyway.
No, neither. But yeah, you are right. Like,
right. So main event, right decision, having MJF retain.
No,
I think it was the right decision.
Why don't you think it was the right decision?
I hated it because I hate the step. Because it's right. There we go. How can they do that to Hangman Page? How can Tony Khan do that to him? He's completely took all his credibility away. How are we going to get invested in him? And I know what you're going to say. I'll save it with that because it's a really good point you made. But if he doesn't do that, and that's the main title, how are you ever going to take Hangman? How are you ever going to take him seriously? What's going to happen when he goes into tournaments? That is he not going to go into a tournament for a shot of the title? And what's going on? You can't just cut his bollocks off like that. They did the same thing to Cody Rhodes, and I watched back then. Benny, you watched, didn't you?
Yeah,
They did the same thing to Cody Rhodes, Al, and when they did it to Cody Rhodes, you never took him seriously. None of his matches meant anything. Ben, am I right?
Yeah.
Didn't mean anything. Honestly, Al, it was like you'll see it now when it happens with Hangman. Now you'll be like, oh, he's wrestling. What doesn't really matter because when a wrestler like Hangman Page of his stature and his credibility is wrestling, you think it's towards a push, but it can't be towards a push. It's the worst tip I've ever heard. And I like Tony and what he's doing in wrestling because WWE's rubbish at the moment. But to do that and cut Hangman's bollocks off like that, I don't like it. But I hope, Al, you go on now, Al, and say what you're going to say. And I hope this is the case.
Yeah, so I don't know if I said it in the stream, but I was just thinking the other day, like, how many mid-card belts there are. You've got the national, international, you've got the continental, and you've got the TNT. And then if you want to count it, you could actually count the ROH world title as well as a mid-card title for AEW. And then you've got one world title. So I'm just thinking the only way you could salvage it now that Hangman can't fight for that world title again is make another world title and have two like they do on WWE. So you'd have the AEW world title would stay on Dynamite, but then they'd bring up the Continental title and have that as a collision belt. Because if you look at how people have won it, it's in the C2 round robin tournament. They're fighting 12 other guys for it. Hang on, who's this? Bojack.
Do you know what, lads? There has to be a plan here. There has to be a plan for another belt. There has to be. Because if there isn't, it's one of the worst creative decisions that Tony Khan's ever made.
Go on, Bojack.
There has to be a plan.
Looking fresh.
Cheers, mate. How you doing?
We're on. We're talking about the MJF ending.
You're a bit late, Bojack. We've pretty much gone through the whole card now.
It's all right. I've just been watching a film. I just thought I'd pop on. I
don't know how you find Bojack. I don't know how you're
finding a negative in it.
Oh, I'm fuming, mate.
What's there to be negative?
Yeah, I said it was the right decision as well.
Of course it was.
Because Bojack, do you remember when they cut Cody's balls off and he did the same thing?
Yeah. But
did you ever take him seriously though, Bojack? Did you ever take him seriously after that? His matches?
Yeah.
He could never be. I was just saying then. I don't want to repeat it, but he can't be pushed now. You can't push him because every time he has a match, you're thinking, well, it's not leading anywhere. It's not going anywhere. What's the point?
There's so much more to AEW than the world title, though. Like Okada hasn't even gone for the world title, has he?
Yeah, but a guy of his level, where he is in that company and what he's done, to take him out. You know, imagine
they could take him out of the picture for a couple of years, and then it's wrestling. They can put him back in somehow.
Unless he's going.
You have Hangman.
Is he going?
Turn heel. I wouldn't have thought so. But you have Hangman turn heel at some point, don't you? And then you have MJF face, and you have it do it the other way around. You have Hangman say, "I'll fight you, but you've got to. If I win, I can challenge for the AEW title again." And it's easy, mate. It's easy to get around.
I can't get round to it. Like I can't. I just think it's terrible. I thought it was terrible when they did it to Cody Rhodes. I thought when they did it to Cody Rhodes, he's a main event guy. You cannot do that stitch to a main event guy. You just can't.
I've got another theory. I was thinking, like Kenny Omega's been sniffing around the title scene the last few months.
Yeah.
I was thinking like Kenny Omega's going to win that belt from MJF because I think he will win it this year. I think he'll have like one more run. And then I think maybe he'll be like, Hangman, like, you can't challenge for the title, but I can challenge you for a match for my title. Or do you think that's bollocks?
No, could
I quite like it.
Do the same, like, one more match if he becomes champion. But I think there's more chance Omega's coming champion this year.
I think you just take him out of the title scene for a long time now. He doesn't. He's been in the title picture loads over the last 2 years or so.
Yeah, but
what's he going to do though, mate? What's he going to do?
Go and fucking fight a car. He can go in the what's it called, the Continental Classic and all that. Like,
the C2 and all that.
Absolutely loads.
That's what I could see happening. I was just saying, Bojack, I think he might win a Continental title, and they're just going to make that a world title eventually. They'll just make it as important as the AEW one.
They do anyway. Didn't AEW say in the past that there isn't a main title on their roster. They're all
Yeah.
That's bollocks, though. That's bollocks. The AEW main title is
I
the
don't
one
know.
with main
I think
event.
people like Okada having title runs for as long as they do, showing zero interest in the world title. He hasn't shown any interest in the world title.
Even if you just look at what you have to do to win the title as the C2, you've got to beat like 12 other guys for it and stuff.
Your main event in the show, the AEW title,
Moxley
always
at the moment is giving
important title.
Moxley's giving that belt a big push at the moment as well.
All it takes is one other like say if Hanger does win it next, solidified in it, surely.
Definitely, yeah. There's no problem with it at all. I don't think it hurts to take him out of the picture, and for him to get MJF to give him the shot. It was kind of like he needed to do something like that, didn't he? He needed to say, I'll do this to make MJF say, yeah.
Whatever you think about the booking of Hangman, the stipulation, the MJF was a right call to win the match. If you don't take into consideration the stip that was on
there. So, Skunk, did you actually think Hangman was going to win?
Yeah, I'll tell you why I thought Hangman was going to win. Because I didn't think Tony Khan would take Hangman Adam Page and cut his bollocks off. I just couldn't.
Hangman was going to win. I thought it was the most obvious. But
I didn't think.
MJF was never losing about after just one show.
Well, when I was watching, I was thinking, okay, well, they can't do that to Hangman, so he has to win. So what's MJF doing? So maybe MJF's going away for a bit again. Maybe they put this title on him so he can have a bit of a push towards his pay-per-view, and now he's going off to do something else, a movie or whatever, and they're going to give it back to Hanger, and I would have been quite happy with that. I was just a bit... I wasn't shocked they kept the belt on MJF, but I was shocked that they nailed Hangman with that stipulation. It doesn't make sense, I know, but it was like...
He nailed himself with it, didn't he? I know it's kayfabe.
He did actually. Yeah, you're right. He did. It was him, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that's even.
But I mean, that was obviously Tony's decision. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know, but he still would have agreed to it and stuff. Like, it's fine. There's no.
Do you think he's going away for a bit, lads?
I think he'll have a month or two off. Yeah, I reckon he'll be back.
I think Bojack might be right. I think he might win the C2 when that comes around.
We've got Edge back, haven't we, lads? We've got Edge back. We've got quite a few big names back. We've got Ospreay back, so maybe it's time for Hangman to have a little break. You might be right. With Ospreay being back and Edge and Christian are back. And hey, I'm loving that Edge and Christian back as a tag team, boys. I think that's class, I do.
Yeah, it's good.
I think they'll win the titles, won't they?
I prefer to see their promos and their matches, to be honest. I don't think Edge and Christian, like
definitely to bring back the what was it, the
photo thing,
10-second pose.
Yeah, that's it. The photo.
For the benefit of those.
I think it's great, and I think it protects, especially protects Adam Copeland, because he's off his head, isn't he? And he keeps injuring himself. He's a fucking lunatic. So I think they need to sort of reel it back a little bit for him, because he is absolutely off his head, and they need to start settling him down a bit. So I think it'll be good, and it'll be a different Edge and Christian, won't it, lads? It'll be different, and that's quite fun to see. And them against Bucks is going to be a big draw, boys.
You know why though? Like Edge has joined this roster, fucking Darby Allin and crazy people like Mark Briscoe and that. He's trying to keep up, jumping off steel cages and all that.
What a great match that was, boys. Who came through the bottom? Was it Gangrel?
Yeah, it was.
So good, wasn't it? I love that match.
Yeah,
do you remember it?
I forgot about
that. And he broke his leg, didn't he, Edge, jumping off the fucking cage.
Yeah, or his knee or something. Should we end it at that then, boys?
Oh, class. Yeah. Good pay-per-view, lads. I'm gonna give it out of 5. That's a good 4-star pay-per-view.
Well, I'd go 4.5. 4.5. I really enjoyed it. Best pay-per-view of the year so far, definitely.
I think they got the ordering a little bit wrong. I think they started too strongly and it went a bit weak before the MJF match. But I know, you know what they were doing. They were trying to make sure people really enjoyed the main event. Do you know what I mean? Like the start, the amount of, what did we have? Edge and Christian in the first match, Ronda Rousey in the second match.
Yeah, Ospreay in the third. Omega.
Ospreay and Omega in the third and the fourth. Yeah. And then it went a bit shit. It went a bit like, I'm not into all this lucha. When I see a lucha, I'm a bit like, it's too.
What was your match of the night, Bojack? What was your match of the night?
MJF Hangman. It was either that or Takeshita Moxley.
Yeah, that was a good one as well, wasn't it?
Them two were class.
We said Bandido Andrade.
Oh,
Me
yeah,
and
that was
Ben think
brilliant.
I was just
Bandido
a bit
Andrade.
I was a bit fucking tired when that come out. I just wanted to watch the main event, so I found myself skipping it a bit.
Yeah.
Then the 6-man tag matches. Was there two? There were two, weren't there?
Yeah.
I hate this
Still,
match.
I can't. When there's so much wrestling in one show, a 6-man tag match, you know that it ain't going to count for a lot. And it like
That's what Benny skipped it because of that reason. But
it had Darby Allin in it, so that's why I'm watching.
Didn't really do anything mad, did it?
The last bit we talk about when he threw him through that table.
But those
Yeah,
just when
they jumped off the ramp into like loads of electrical equipment.
Yeah.
Sparks and everything.
Those 6-man are just matches, you could have had on Dynamite. They didn't need to be on the pay-per-view, do you know what I mean? Them 6-man matches.
Right.
Anyway, to get boys, everyone on the card, isn't he, Tony?
Yeah.
We're calling it a
I'm
day.
ending it here before it cuts out.
Yeah. All right, boys.
Bye.
See you next time, lads.
Yeah, in a bit.
Bye.